So please confirm the screen is visible. I am visible. My voice is audible. So these are all common questions, right? Great. Great to see the good crowd. 194, 195, 196, 197, 198. So officially today it will be like a first day of the Central Drug Inspector batch for us. Done. So those who can I see the hands? How many are joining for the first time today? Maybe like second time after Ramakishan sir webinar. Sagar is there. Okay. So maybe Ramakishan sir webinar and this webinar. Okay, fine, fine. So many people are there. So just these are some class etiquettes regarding our online webinar. So generally we do this kind of webinars monthly, twice or thrice based on the speakers availability, all those things. So to give brief about our webinar, our content and all, just I would like to give some etiquettes here. So if you have any questions, please hold till the end. We'll have this question and answer session. And please sit in a calm, cool environment. Why? Because this session is very valuable and important for everyone. So don't be in a negligent way of traveling or going somewhere, relaxing on the bed, relaxing on the couch. So don't do all those things. This is highly valuable. The value what I can give is that if this webinar gets into your mind, you may be future drug inspector. That is the value this can give. So we have conducted one webinar last Sunday with Ramakishan sir, Koteshwar sir, with all the good team there. So we got almost 1015 115 attendees, and we have given participate certificates for the people who has registered with 100 rupees, and it was quite good. So Ramakishan sir, he has given a lot of motivation to people, and I'll be sharing that slide also. What are the key takeaways from that webinar what we have conducted last Sunday? Okay, so and ask relevant questions. That is one of the important class etiquette I want to tell you. And don't spam the session, please. Why? Because people are taking their time and coming and sitting there in the webinar. So if you people spam the time, it will waste speaker's time as well as other people. So respect this webinar. So please keep quiet till the end. If you have any questions, we can discuss at the end. But don't spam the session. Fine. So welcome you all for the Central Drug Inspector webinar. So this is a big thank you from our side to all EsPharma students and all the participants who has attended last Sunday also. So you have taken your time and came to this session, and those who are attending today, all the 232 participants who are there in the session. So I want to start with a gratitude note to all the people for taking your time and coming for the webinar. So the agenda will be like, I'll be giving some important updates regarding the notifications. I'll be sharing who we are, and we'll have some interactive session with the Ms. Sunita Joshi, and Jyoti Madam will take care of all the batch details. So if anyone is attending for the first time, we are EsPharma Education based at Hyderabad, Amirpet. So we started our journey way back in 2010, and we are doing quite good in terms of GPAT, getting drug inspectors and other clinical research IT courses. So this is our humble beginning in 2010. So you can see the date also mentioned here, 2011. Where in the Jan, we have prepared a brochure with all the alumni of Nepal Hyderabad batch, Nepal third batch or second batch. I'm not sure about the batch. These are all the team members where we started, and one of my partners is Mr. Vikram, and we started with a name called Formula Academy. So our mentor at the time is Prakash Diwan sir. He is the Naiper Hyderabad director, first Naiper Hyderabad director, and he is like a backbone for us. He has given a lot of motivation. Until 2010 though, if people doesn't know that, situation is like people doesn't know anything about Naiper. Even the situation came right now also. When I go to some pharmacy college, if I ask them what is Naiper, they are not aware of it. So from 2010-11 onwards, we have started making so much of noise levels in the market, Niper. And of course, you know the picture, right? Earlier, Telugu people, one or two people used to be there in Hyderabad Niper. Now, these Telugu state people are going to other Nipers also. They are having separate Telugu canteens and they are enjoying life there. So, a lot of competition we have created in terms of these Nipers. So, we have created the awareness about GPAT, Niper, all those things. So this is our complete product basket. We start with PG entrance exams, government pharmacist exams, international pharmacist exams, and of course pharmaceuticals. In 2015, we have done very well into pharmacovigilance, where we have given a lot of placements in the pharmacovigilance, and we are like market leaders. So people who know us, who watch us closely, they know this. I always tell this: whatever work you are doing, you be best in that. So even last from 10, 15 days, maybe last 1, 2 months, I'm telling this to my EsPharma students as well. If you are not good at something, take a break, come back with double josh. You be the best. So if you ask me the EsPharma education, what is the best they have done? We have got enough backup in terms of speakers, in terms of supporters, in terms of academics, in terms of, right? Ramkishan sir Lanteware, we told that he'll be giving his time to train people, to educate people, to give awareness to the people. So we got that much of credibility in terms of trust, in terms of academics, in terms of admin, all those things. So my voice is not clear. Can somebody confirm? Is it audible? See, please check from your speaker side as well. Okay, thank you. So last webinar it is were fantastic damn success because of Ramkishan sir, because of Koteshwar sir, and all the team members, principals, everyone has supported us. And especially Ramkishan sir valla vachina motivation endante, he himself told, I was nothing in 1986 when he passed out his diploma of BPharm and all. But today he is sitting in a position like deputy drug controller. He told him only one point: if I can do it, then you also can do it. ఇంతకన్నా పెద్ద మోటివేషన్ అయితే రాదు. Done. So coming to our EsPharma education, as I said, we started 10 years back. So we have a lot of team with us, with all the passion. They are giving the classes to the pictures. So why I'm showing that slide is that we are not the persons who came just yesterday or maybe 2 days before or maybe 6 months before or 1 year before. We are in this industry from last 10, 11 years. So we are doing quite good. You can trust on us. You can rely on us for any kind of pharmacy related exams. And definitely in the next coming 1-2 years, lot of to lead this entire team, we have 2 persons here. For the people who are attending today, my name is Uma Shankar. I take care of all the admin here, and Jyotishri, she takes care of the academics. And the great thing is that we are blessed couple. So with the passion, we have started this institute and we have done our best. So somebody might ask, sir, epudu vachavannadi important kaadu, result important. So for those people, I want to show the result. So 2021, we started promoting the results from 2020 itself. Not even 17, 18 also we have not shown any results, but 2021 we started showing the results. The reason is that to appreciate students and to encourage the students, they have done their best. It is not like EsPharma has done all the things. Just we have told them the best guidance what we can do from the experts team, not from Uma Shankar, not from Jyotish. Who are the rankers? They only taken the classes. They have guided them well. And you can see Indraja here, Sniper All India rank 4. That is where the flashlight has come on EsPharma education across the India. Who are these people? What are these people are doing? So with that success, we started moving forward. And these are 2022 results. You can see Sai Kinara has topped at that time. And this is the recent result of GPAT 2023. Of course, here our concern is we got very less ranks. The reason is like multiple reasons are there. People lost the interest about GPAT, especially Telugu states, because of maybe fees reimbursement or other concerns. I'm not sure. And we also has not given much attention to these people because of the Telangana Drug Inspector exam. So we have focused more there. But this year, we have dedicated team for GPAT, dedicated team for Drug Inspector, dedicated team from Central Drug Inspector, and dedicated team for the exclusive government pharmacist. So now the team is growing bigger. So we are hiring the good expert faculty with us. Jyoti madam is taking care of all the academics. GPAT వాళ్ళకి ఏ లెవెల్లో చెప్పాలి, గవర్నమెంట్ ఫార్మసిస్ట్ ఏ లెవెల్లో చెప్పాలి, అండ్ సెంట్రల్ డ్రగ్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్ ఏ విధంగా చేయాలి. సో షీ హ్యాస్ వాస్ట్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఫ్రమ్ which has gained from last 5-6 years. So this is one of my favorite quote. I tell to all the students of EsPharma education, the best way to predict your future is create your future. Today we got the hall tickets for the central drug inspector, where the exam notification released last year. Many people has not attempted, they are not eligible to apply for that exam. Some people has applied for it. Some people pending with the documents. They have not submitted the application also, some people. So if they have done it properly, maybe today they might be eligible to write the exam. Just today only the hall tickets admit cards were released for this UPSC exam, notification released in last year for the post of almost 25 posts. So if you people has already submitted their application, my request is please do download your admit card as early as possible. If you have not applied for the exam, don't worry. Very good news are coming from the UPSC. Lot of vacancies are pending. So if everything goes well, the exam will complete before December itself. So we are also waiting, fingers crossed. Let's see what best can happen. So my point to everyone is that if you are a GPAT student, take 1 year target. If you are a government pharmacist student, take 1 year target. If you are a drug inspector student, take 1 year target. Make sure that by next year, by this time, you should work as a drug inspector, or maybe sitting in NIPER, or maybe working as a government pharmacist. So notification will come or may not come. You don't wait for that. You start preparing from yourself. If you are ready, when the opportunity knocks your door, you should be able to open that. So my point to everyone is that very clear. By next year, you should sit in NIPER if you are a GPAT aspirant. Central drug inspector, definitely people has got hall ticket today. I'm expecting some good ranks this year. People has downloaded their hall ticket. My heartful wishes and prayer to all the aspirants is that you should get this job at any cost before this year ends. So let's hope for the best. Done. So not only this drug inspector, government pharmacist, focus on other government exams also. Smita Joshi, she will be briefing about what are the other opportunities available in the UPSC or maybe CDSCO, all those things. And when we meet Ramkeshan sir, we have seen other positions also there. We have seen some technical officers there. We have seen some data analysts there. We have seen some drug analysts there. So many jobs are available in the CDSO. But the only thing is that we doesn't have much information, much awareness, and sometimes we get demotivated that my B Pharmacy is completed in 2010. If I write exam, will I succeed or not? So these kind of normal inhibitions will be there from our side. But my point to everyone is that please take away all those negative inhibitions from your side. If you really prepare to do well in your life, take your time, decide today and go for it. That's it. Of course, that is where our EsPharma education is. So this is a general update for all the people who are registered under Andhra Pradesh Pharmacy Council and Telangana State Pharmacy Council. If you have not yet done your registration PCA certificate, please do immediately. The reason I am insisting so high on this, because pharmacy elections are coming up, which is first time election after Telangana state formation. So Dean related good news as good, some things are there. I'll update in the next classes. But as of now, last time I have shown these slides, right? Some 1,02,000 people are there. From last class to this class, almost 7,000 people were added as a registered pharmacist. So if suddenly the notification comes for Telangana state pharmacist, government pharmacist, only these 51,000 pharmacists are eligible to write the exam. Maybe out of these 51,000 who are having age 44 above will be, my guess is almost some 5,000 people will be there who are age 44 above. So if you have not yet done your registration or renewal, my request to all the Telangana pharmacists, please do finish it off immediately. Of course, it holds same with the AP Pharmacy Council also. Please do finish your registrations as early as possible. So this is one of the update. Even I shared in the last class, maybe, and Ramkesh is also last week he has shared this slide, right? So we have medical devices vacancies right now. 100 plus vacancies are there. Assistant drugs inspector, 83 vacancies are there. The good thing is that B pharmacy, PharmD are eligible without experience. Assistant drugs inspector. These are medical devices I'm talking about, right? If you ask me, somebody is annotating. Aditya Sharma, I think is not able to use the. Okay. So this is related to medical devices, right? We have another vacancies list for. This is actually circulars. Even last week who has attended Ramkishan's class also maybe have seen this one, right? Yeah. This is interesting slide. We can see here 404 vacancies for what? The normal allopathic medicines. It is not for the medical devices. Medical devices we have 100 plus 83. But here almost 404 vacancies are there. So why I'm showing this slide is that again some people are having some concerns. Notification vastunda rada. Will it come or not before the elections? Again, for those people I want to tell you again, don't wait for the notifications. I'm not telling like just I am from EsPharma education. If I get some students, I'll be getting some fees here. This is what the problem we faced for even Telangana drugs inspector also, where we conducted webinar on April 2nd, 2022. People were not serious. People thought that, okay, it's like an election gimmick, notification will not come, the exam will not happen. So many people has not applied for the exam. Very limited people. We expected almost 3 lakh applications, but unfortunately we got only 17,000 applications. Out of 17,000 who has applied, 10,000 people has attempted the exam. You see the competition now. Whoever attempting this 25 drugs inspector exam on this August 19th, again I'm saying the same to you people also, competition will be very less across the India. The reason is people are not prepared. Why? Because people has waited a lot of time, almost 1 year. The exam, I mean, when they announced the application date and when you get the exam date, almost it's like 1 year. So people were worried whether the exam will happen or not. But up to my information is that the 25 drugs inspectors will be recruited as early as possible when they finish this exam. So be prepared for it. And we'll ask more details to Sunita Joshi also, how will be the interview pattern, what to prepare, what not to prepare, all those things we'll discuss with her in the interactive session. So this is what of my key points from the last webinar, what Ramkishan sir has told, maybe Koteshwara has told. He told only one thing is that don't wait for the notifications to come. You be prepared whenever the notification may come. And of course, support from the best of the team and mentors are very much important. He has literally, I mean, expressed his pain. What is that pain? In 1986, 1989, when he's preparing for this exam, no one is there to guide. But today we are so much blessed that we have so much of digital networking is there with us. So many classes are available in the YouTube, and institutes like us. So many are helpful to you, and you get information like fingertips. But where is the concern is coming? The concern is that we doesn't know what to read, what not to read. That is where the concern. So you got all the information, and I'm saying maybe it may be lost for me also. If you want to become a drug inspector, EsPharma education is not required for you. You can prepare on your own, gathering all the information from the YouTubes, from the libraries, all those things. You can get the job. But where you people get stuck, you will get stuck because nobody will be there to push you from behind. Nobody will there to guide you. Nobody there will be there to tell you, you read this, you don't read this. But especially in our B pharmacy, especially for the GPAT exam, it is important that what not to read more than what to read. I repeat my statement. For any competitive exam, especially related to B pharmacy, it is important that what you should not read. Why? Because a lot of time will be saved there. If you know what to read, your deal is done. That's it. So many people will get stuck there itself. Even the same awareness was not there in 2010 for me as well. I'm a non-Niperian. If I know in my B Pharmacy that there is a Niper, if you qualify GPAT exam, you will go to Niper exam. If you qualify Niper, you will go to Niper Hyderabad. If I know that information in 2010, 2008 is my B Pharm passed out, then I went for the job. Maybe today I will be like a Niperian, right? So with that pain only we started this institute, and from the last 10 years we have crossed 500 plus alumni of Niper students. That is where our strength and support is. So learn from seniors. Of course, mentorship is 100% needed for everyone. Even people like us, Ramakishan sir is there, Koteshwar sir is there. He himself promised that he'll be giving much time for the EsPharma education. We are in a plan of launching some books along with him. Jyoti madam and Ramakishan sir and other team members, they are helping to get more books, especially related to Central Drug Inspector and all the competitive exams. He's interested in this abroad exams also. He himself told last time, right? Don't wait in the Hyderabad or maybe Warangal, these areas. You explore the world. You go to US, you go to Canada, you go to Australia, wherever there is a opportunity for you, go and get there. So don't get stuck at some place. Explore the options and take action when you don't feel you have to take it. So this is where my concern for my own students. They'll get motivated, they will join for the course, but once the 1 month passes, then definitely they will feel like, okay, ye mere ko nahi hai, ye mere liye nahi chalega. So many people are ahead of me, so much of competition is there. These kind of negative thoughts that will inhibit their mindset. But trust me, I can show it is not my overconfidence, or it is not confidence on you people. It is confidence on my experience. People having backlogs in their semesters, they got very good rank in the Niper. I have seen people from last 11 years from my experience. So if they can do it, you can do it. That's it. But only thing is that you don't be afraid to take help from anyone. Of course, this is especially for the drug inspector students. Be patient. Your patience only will make you drug inspector. You think about this point. I don't want to tell much about this. You people want notification today, exam tomorrow, recruitment day after tomorrow. Things will not happen in that way in the government. They will take a lot of time to scrutiny, to manipulate many things. So my point to everyone who are looking for the government jobs, be patient in your recruitment. Don't sting on the particular task and don't get disappointed that this is not happening. How should I go forward? Then, of course, as long as you are in the race, you are never. So don't quit the race. Don't come out of it. You stay there. Whatever support is required for you, we are happy to give it. If I'm saying we means it is not Uma Shankar, it is not Jyotishri. We have very good team with us. And those good team, they are frustrated with their careers, but they have passion to teach the classes. I'm repeating the statement. The team what we have, they are working in different corporates, different high level positions, but they are not happy with their jobs, but they have a passion to teach the students. So అలాంటి టీం మన దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు you take maximum utilization of their experience. Of course, this is ultimate point I want to tell all the people. We have done so many mistakes in our life. We'll learn from it. We'll not repeat it. Like-minded people. So I want to end this slide with a thanking note to Ramakishan sir and Koteshwar sir. If those people doesn't support us, then definitely we will be there. It's not like EsPharma will not be there, but we will not be highlighted across the India. Maybe we still sit in Amirpet or maybe Guntur. We cover only Hyderabad area. But today we got an opportunity to interact with him. We can able to make him as a part of our EsPharma education. This is all because like-mindedness. Like-mindedness. Why like-mindedness? Ramakishan sir is a person. He wants to motivate all the people. He always look for the people awareness. He always look for all others betterment. That is what his mindset is. The same with mindset with Jyotishri as well as with me. So we want to help as many people as possible. So it is not like a commercial aspect of just we are paying the fees and we are just giving the classes and tata bye bye. It is not like that. till you get a good opportunity in your life, we are happy to help you out. And people who has joined in the EsPharma education from last 1 year taking classes, they know much about me as well as Jyoti madam, how much commercial we are, how much student friendly we are. So they know that. So for the people who are joined today itself, my request is you go to maybe Google reviews. You may think that maybe my student has given it. You can talk to any of the person who knows who is Uma Shankar, who is Jyotishri, who is EsPharma education. Somewhere our network is spread across the India. You name a company, I name my ex-student there. So with this note, I'm closing my talk. So let's invite Dr. Jyotishri here. If Sunita Joshi is ready, she can go ahead with the talk. So I'll come at the end. Maybe I'll be telling the batch details, how the batch will flow on and everything after Dr. Jyotishri speaks. Thank you, Jyoti. Over to you.
Thank you, Master. Good evening, all. I invite Sunita Joshi. She is a proud alumni.
Good evening, ma'am.
Can you hear?
Good evening,
Yeah,
all
how
of
are
you.
you, Sunita?
Just one point I want to add from my side. Really, we are so blessed that Sunita Joshi, she is our student at that time. So we doesn't have any awareness, any confidence that our students will be getting the drug inspector thing. But I know her dedication, how she has done, how she has taken classes, and she herself is testifying us that our time lo anta quality content lekunde, but still you have given best as per your theater. But today, students are very much happy and blessed because we have improved a lot. That is the testimony she has given to us. Thank you, Sunita, for your valuable words for us. Yeah, please, over to you.
Yeah, you can proceed, Sunita.
Okay. So, good evening, one and all. I'm Sunita Joshi, currently working as drugs inspector in CDSO and medical device officer. Our role is now dual. We are doing inspections for drugs and medical device both. So we are known as drugs inspector as well as notified medical device officers. Okay, and okay, so this EsPharma is doing really great job from years to make drugs to give the drugs inspector to the society, and they are training them proper way, because obviously I will also say when I cleared my B.Pharm, oh, okay, I was having some idea that I want to become, actually I will not say I was not aware, it was my dream job. I want to become drugs inspector when I was doing D pharmacy. So it was my dream job. But still we need some guidance how we should go ahead. And then when I moved to Hyderabad, and I found that EsPharma is doing this preparing for drugs inspector examination. That time I joined EsPharma. I joined with my kid, and that time I found that the schedule and everything is very important. See, when you are doing some certain jobs, right, you might be doing certain jobs, you might be in your part of family, engaged in your family, but you have to come out from that routine and you have to make a special routine when you are preparing something. Okay, and you have to be motivated also. When you will get motivated means you should have some circle where everyone is preparing, right? So first and foremost thing to prepare for any exam is motivation. And motivation comes for motivation there are so many factors are there. So for that, first thing is we should have goal. So that specific goal should be there, what I want to become and how I should proceed with that. And then my like so many people will think about that I will become drugs inspector, or I want to become drugs inspector. Want to become and actually dedicated to become is different thing. So first you should have a deep dedication what you want to become. Okay, then you have to make the understanding, you should understand the importance. So it should be in your mind why this exam is important for you. First, you should understand why you want to clear the exam, why you want to become drugs inspector. Whatever exam you might be, might having only solo goal that I want to go to the government job. So why? First, you should ask this question to yourself: why I want to become. The answers comes from your heart now. That will give you zeal. Yes, that will give you that positive motivation, right? Another thing, break down your preparation. Okay, preparation is not a one-night journey. Preparation for any exam is not a one-night journey. Okay, it's not like Sutix exam is there, I will read some topics and I will clear the exam. It's like it's some competitive exam is there. So you have to break the subjects. Okay, initially when you will see the syllabus, and I can also see your syllabus. My syllabus was also like this, 10-point syllabus, and every subject, whatever we read in 4 years of B pharmacy, everything is there actually. So you have to break down. You should not be scared of. You have to break down your study. You may feel bored. You have to first set the target like 6 hour or 8 hour. I have to study every day. That you have to fix. Then how you should. When you will decide like 4 days I will read Sutix, 3 days I will read Cognosy, then 10 days I will read Ecology. That will be very pathetic for you, because keeping one subject in hand, you will feel boring. So you fix the, I will suggest you, that is my suggestion, but everyone has their own skills. See, everyone has their own ability to capture the things. Mine is, I feel bored when I am reading continuously one topic. So what I did is, I give certain time of my day to certain subject, then certain subject, and then also bits and pieces. So I fixed my target in bits. So in bits you are doing, and then you are looking back, oh, I completed that. Then that gives us motivation. Okay, I covered 10 topics. Don't make lengthy targets. Make small tiny targets, so that you can achieve it in time, and then you can motivate by yourself. So that is also important. Otherwise, during reading, during preparation, that is the only hostile thing. When I am fixing target for myself, suppose today for one day I am fixing my target and I am unable to achieve, then I will feel, oh, yesterday target itself is pending, how I will do today. So small certain, and with proper breaks you make your targets. With proper breaks, don't give like lengthy 6 hour ecology I will read, then I will have 1 hour food, then again I will 6 hours sit for. You can't do, you are not machine, you are human being, right? Go that way. Then visualize success. Success visualization is also important. What you have to do now, you just simply sit. Simply sit for a few seconds and visualize. I am in front of, sitting in front of UPSC panel, giving interview. Whatever question they are asking, you assume the situation. Whatever question they are asking, I am able to give every answers. And otherwise you think the situation, I am writing exam, options are there, oh, I cleared 100. See, when assumption is there, when you want to think something, think positive. There is saying now, what your mind is like magnet, whatever you are thinking, it's attracting that thing. So you visualize success. Always think about positive thing. In our day, you visualize, you sit for some time, visualize the thing. I became drugs inspector, my family is very happy, my parents very happy, or your spouse very happy, like that you visualize. So it will give you positive impression. Then your brightness in your mind will come, clarity in your mind will come to achieve the goal. Then sure and must is, first create your study schedule. That is must required. Okay, study schedule is very important. Simply thinking 10 topic and then, okay, I can cover it 5 in 1 month and next 5 in another month. No, you break down, go with the whatever is important, go with that breakdown. So make schedule. Okay, always stay positive, always stay positive. Whatever, wherever you are getting positive motivation, you create environment also positive. If the people are there making negative environment, leave them for a while. Maybe they are your close relatives, leave them for a while till you clear exam. Okay, you need very positive vibe when you are preparing for a exam. So you create, surround yourself with a positive environment. Even food also, take very healthy, and the food which makes you happy. Okay, and health is also very important factor while preparation for exam. Sometimes what happens now, we are very much going deep into the preparing, and I have to go outside for giving exam. That day I am sick. So that day, whatever you had kept in your gray matter will not come out, right? So health is also important. Then reward yourself. Suppose you have fixed some targets. Okay, then you are achieving, then you, oh wow, today I did, oh it's a great job I did. So you have to give to yourself some reward. Wow, I did this today, I achieved the last 10 days target, I achieved. Like that you have to reward yourself. Seek support to whomever you feel that support, they will give you a mother, maybe she will help you time to time, maybe you need her motivation, you need motivation from your spouse, that also you take from them. Okay, then avoid comparison. Always see, if you will compare yourself with another, sometime what happens now, when you are seeing the people, another person, you may feel, oh, he or she looks very smart, I am dumb, I can't do this. That never ever think that. You don't know what, you only knows what positive you have, you don't know about others. Others, sometimes people are like showing 80% and inside nothing. So you don't compare yourself. And if they are also, there is certain things, certain positions, certain job for you also fixed somewhere. Okay, you just focus your make your target, then try to achieve your target. Don't compare. You might be for certain job, he might be for certain job, she might be for certain work. Okay, don't compare yourself. You are unique. Always feel you are unique. Whatever you feel about you, you might be feeling I am not that much good. She's scored 80%, she's scored 100%. I know. I can tell you my experience, my personal, because personal experience always feels like oh wow, great. She did miss me. I was standing for interview day. I was standing outside UPSC gate. I was standing, and that morning 4 person I met outside UPSC gate. Our interview, the gate has to open morning time. We have to enter inside the premises. Outside, I am meeting 4 people. One person is telling I am from IIT. I am from, another person was telling I am from NIPER. I am working as a drug inspector in certain state government. And another person is telling I am also from NIPER. I am not well popular college. I am not from any well popular college. I don't have any shy feeling about that. Okay, I was standing there, I was listening them. I am also human. In a second, it came into my mind. Oh, these NIPER people are standing here. See, we always like being a pharma student, always GPET qualified, GATE qualified, NIPER qualified people. We always think like crown on their head. And okay, now they are like next level. They are next level and we cannot catch them. We always feel. But it's not like that. Always your situation, you have different situation, they have different circumstances. They might have got good opportunity, they might, their luck is also might be sometime they're good. My luck is now starting. We cannot compare the things. Then next moment I thought, immediately next moment I thought, I was outside UPSC. If that day I will feel hostile, I can't do anything now. But immediate next day, I don't know how it came to my mind. Okay, I am also standing with them today to give the same exam now. So I also did something. That motivation immediately came to my mind, which gave me that motivation to enter inside. And that day in the UPSC panel, that was my first interview. My matlab first, I was the first person to go to the interview room. So that time when I came out after giving half an hour interview, I came out, those sniper people, everyone is asking me, how is the interview, what they are asking. And when you will, you might have encountered so many interviews, but UPSC interview, actually it's, if you are not clearing, you are clearing, that is a different thing. But sitting in front of 3 or 4 people panel and giving that interview itself is a experience to share with the people. That was very nice. When I came out, I was only thinking about one thing. I'm not just simply saying, I told the same thing from airport to my husband also. I don't know what will be the outcome, but I enjoyed half an hour sitting, discussing with UPSC panel people, because the environment they create, the way they ask question, actually very good. They mostly ask, and they never hostile you between interview. They always motivate you. They will ask you the questions like they are asking you suggestions. So this is very motivating for me giving interview itself. That day I gave same statement. And okay, after 8 days our result also came out. So these are some motivation point from my side for you. I hope it will be helpful for you. Then second point, I think you might want to know about CDSU structure. Okay, so right now the exam what you are going to maybe preparing, some people might be preparing for exam, some people might have already applied for this NCT, this Delhi exam already. They are going to appear in the month of August. So for both of them, these things are. First, the drugs inspector. Okay, so the duties of drugs inspector in state and central, I will just briefly say about duties. The drugs inspector in state and drugs inspector in center. Some duties are jointly, some duties are dedicated to that part. So if we will say the central part mainly focus in import, new drug approval, global clinical trials, and other review of dossiers, and these vaccines and sera and rDNA products, and C and D category of medical device. This is exclusive parts of this CDSU. These are exclusive. There are some joint parts. When we are going for inspections to the manufacturing unit for any API, means active pharmaceutical ingredients, or any formulation drug, so we are jointly doing inspections. Okay, then other than that, state is having some extra roles, like all the sales premises, the inspection as well as the licensing, everything will be given by state only. Okay, the purview of state is like within that particular jurisdiction, but they have role in the sales department, sales of the medicine, as well as manufacturing also. But central is not focusing in sale. So central is mainly in manufacturing part, and specifically in import part. So all the import and export from the port offices, seaport offices, as well as airport offices will be exclusively done by CDSU. And CDSU having hierarchy. Some might be knowing, some might want to know the CDSU hierarchy. I don't know, because state to state hierarchy is may vary. But CDSU is having a certain hierarchy. First, the first level entry is drugs inspector. Okay, these are, if you want to get into the government job, the first level entry is drugs inspector. In between, they created some post of assistant drugs inspector, but the first level entry, as per my knowledge right now, is DI. I don't know in future they are going to recruit again assistant drugs inspector or not, but for me the entry level is drugs inspector. Then they will get promoted to assistant drug controller. So drugs inspector is group B gazetted officer. Okay, drugs inspector is group B gazetted officer. What might be, some people already having some family members working in government department, you can understand the thing. Group B gazetted officer with green pen, these all are like proud things, right? This also you think, always you think, whatever give you motivation. Using green pen, we might be seeing when we are going for attestation of our documents, some person we are going, they are attesting our document. That power you will get when you will clear the exam. So drugs inspector is group B gazetted officer, and next promotion level is assistant drugs controller India. So in CDSU, the next promotion level will immediately go to the group A. Okay, you will be promoted to group A and ADC. When you are going to next promotion, coming to group A level, your designation, in front of your designation, assistant drug controller India will come. That itself is a proud. Okay, first of all, you are working for central government, it is a proud, and then next post itself is having India kind of designation, that itself should be proud. Then after ADCI, then it will go to, then that person has to be promoted in DDCI, Deputy Drugs Controller India, and then JDCI, this is JDCI, Joint Drug Controller India. After that, DCGI is the main body of CDSU. He is the head of the department. Okay, and DCGI post is not a promotion post. It's again through UPSC recruitment will happen. Nomination will go. There is certain criteria after certain years of the experience at certain levels of pay grade that will happen. But till JDCI, these all are promotion posts. So this is the organization structure of CDSO. And if you want to know about functional wise, so in CDSO there are some roles, like in CDSO headquarters. The major role is review of the file, like dossier reviews. So all the dossier reviews of new drugs, subsequent new drugs, biologicals and rDNA, stem cells, these all global clinical trial, import and registration, these all dossier review and everything will be done from the CDSU headquarter. The review of all the dossiers, specifically when any new drug is going to get approved, this will go to CDSU headquarter. Okay, then CDSU headquarter, apart from headquarter, there are some this field works which is given to the zonal offices. There are, for field work, there are zonal offices, subzonal offices, seaport, airports, like that. So zonal and subzonal actually work, both the both the offices work the same way, but zonal offices, because of the density of the work or density of the company, these are it's called zonal offices. Initially CDSU were having only four zonal offices: north zone, south zone, west zone and east zone. Now, based on the high density of the manufacturing units, Hyderabad zone and Ahmedabad zone are the special zones. Okay, and then there are some sub zones. Right now they have increased so many zones. Even very recently, I'm very proud to say that very recently our Bangalore office also became from sub zone to zone. And then there are so many offices which were not present. Only seaport were there, like Vishakhapatnam. It became subzone. So like that, improvements are going on. Departmental expansion is going on. So there is, I am thinking in future there will be opportunity to get recruited in CDSU also, because when department expansion will happen, they need more field officers. So obviously they will announce some notification for CDSU also. And this seaport and airport basically work only on import and export of the drugs and medical devices. Okay, in zonal and subzonal, inspections activity will be done for drugs, medical devices, biologicals, everything. Okay, then next topic we can go with. 1 minute. Okay. So as I can see, the syllabus and notification of this NCT of Delhi, very recently your exam is there in August, right? And I can see there are some syllabus: basic knowledge of pharmaceutical chemistry, chemistry of drugs. So this part will cover the medicinal chemistry, the knowledge of manufacturing, pharmaceutical dosage form analysis. Okay, the major points I will tell you. When you have zero idea about from where to start, first topic, and you have very less time. First, this point number 5, procedure involved in production of vaccine, sera and biotech product. From that time till this time, this topic, because this is a highly evolving subject. Nowadays everything is going to this part, biotech products. Okay, so procedure involved in the production of vaccine, sera and biotech product. Very recently you have seen how we have faced the pandemic of COVID. The vaccine role became very important, and like this kind of disease, we are always trying to go for prophylactic, compared to after disease something will happen, then we are taking short of the medicine better. So always medical science is going next level. So better if we can do something prophylactics. Already known diseases are there, so we can go prophylactic, means we are mostly going with vaccines and sera part of that. Then biotech products. This is so first you start with this procedure involved in collection of blood and preparation of blood components. This is also first topic of obviously first topic you should mug it up. Schedules, you know, you cannot not bypass this part. So schedules, mug it up. Next, you go with this vaccine and a biotech product, whatever book, maybe best book you take, and try to go with the very real knowledge, not superficial knowledge. Whatever topic you are going to read now, you go with very detailed knowledge. Like you should understand the topic. Maybe you are reading very less, but you should understand, because if you are superficially reading something, it will not help you in the interview panel is going very deep. They don't even they are not interested what you read, whether you have mug it up or not. I am telling you, UPSC interview, just seeing your presence of mind and the way you have real knowledge. Actually, they will not ask, suppose you are having 10 years experience after BPharm, or maybe you are involved in so many other things. Maybe you are doing MPharm and you are doing PDF, you are doing something else. Okay, they are simply, they will ask what you are recently doing, what you are doing. Then they just want to give, first they will give you boost up, so that if you are very much into right now what you are doing, you will be knowing very well, right? So they will ask from, start from what you are doing right now. From there they will go to they will try to reach to the subjective knowledge. Okay, so whatever subject they will see, just they are not seeing like we are thinking like UPSC means they will ask to jump from the window. Nothing is going to happen for you. It's not IAS, it's not Public Service Commission, that kind of administrative job exam. It is not there. It is very much technical exam. They are seeing your real knowledge of the subject. But it's not like, okay, they are asking tablet, tablet is a unit dosage form, like this compression will happen. No, they don't want this. If you are telling in simple language, but you can tell them, you are aware of the crux of the matter, what is happening in tablet, what is there actually, what is there in tablet. So you should have some keywords knowledge about the anything, whatever you are reading. How vaccine is different, how sera is different, how other biotechnological products are there, stem cells. These all things you have to read. Blood and blood components. Obviously, if you will read it before, anyhow, later also you have to read it, because the drug is a crucial drug. This blood is a very crucial drug. Okay, so blood is also regulated by drugs inspector. Both central and state are regulating blood and its components. So better to have knowledge about that. Otherwise, in future also, if you are without knowing also you are entering, it will be very tough for you. So it's there in I think Cooper and that book, orange book is there. I don't know. So you can find out. Right now I am not in touch with the books. You might be well aware about the books where you can get. I can just tell you what are the very important topics. Then GLP, GMP, mug up. It's not mugging up actually. You read 4 times. See, you read. And these are these 3 things: the GCP, NDCT rule. From NDCT rule only you read GCT. Don't go with the old book. Okay. So NDCT, New Drug and Clinical Trial 2019. From that you have to read good clinical practices. Don't go with old book. In 2019, new clinical trial rule came. Okay, then you read accordingly forms also. You should have knowledge about forms. GMP 4 times you simply read. Need not to mug it up. Nothing you can mug it up in GMP. Only headings you can mug it up. So you just 4 times read. If someone is having knowledge, someone might have worked in GMP or manufacturing, they might be knowing. But if someone, see, everyone cannot work both the field. Either they will be having knowledge of GLP or they might be having knowledge of GMP. So, or someone will be having knowledge of GCP. Someone might be, nowadays they are even not taking experience also. Na? So, someone might not be having knowledge of anything. Means, I have not, knowledge means practical knowledge. You might be having knowledge because we all read it. In Drugs and Cosmetic Act, we all are reading it. So, GMP, GLP, GCP, 3 times you read it. Simply read it. Whatever the crux of the matter will be is there. You can keep it in your mind. I can understand if 3 times you will read, you will understand why GMP. While reading GMP, one by one point, you just think in mind, why GMP? Why GMP? Each and every paragraph, actually, whenever you are reading, everything will tell the risk. Risk is there. If this will not be there, what will be the risk to the product? This way you have to think in your mind. Another thing is GLP. Okay, the way you are working in laboratory, how it will hazard the, if testing is not good, we don't know how the product is manufactured, right? Then knowledge of investigation skill, that is a very vast field. If you have something about a good source to get this information, knowledge about investigation skill, this is investigation skill is not a like separate skill. It's not a separate skill. It's your skill, how you see to the topic. Okay, investigation when comes to us, if I am working in the department, and right now we are going with certain kind of investigation where we don't know anything what we have to do, and suddenly going on the spot we are investigating the things. So you should have investigation approach. But whenever you are getting any topic, you should have okay, this I should be knowing about this, I should be knowing about this. If I will be knowing about this, how I can go further, like this. This is a skill which you have to develop. If you have good source of information from where you can point to point read it, better you read it. Otherwise it's a skill. If you are getting some topic, you can read and you will get idea. Then drugs and cosmetic act rule with, this is NDCT, manufacture, sale, import. Then there are different forms are there. Okay, so one is schedule, another is form. You should be knowing, you can briefly read about rules and act and rules. How many acts are there, how many rules are there, then what is there. You should have basic knowledge of rules. I am not telling if this complete paragraph is given that you should be knowing, but you should be knowing which act is having. Okay, this kind of, when you are, why it is important, because you are going to attend enforcement officer. You are, after becoming drugs inspector, you are enforcement officer. You might not be knowing how you have to enforce the law, but you should be having knowledge of the law. That is important. During interview, during written exam also, they are seeing this only. You should have knowledge of law, then you can enforce it, right? They will train you how to enforce it. It's not like one day they will select, another day they will send you for inspection. They will train you the way you have to enforce the law, but you should be knowing the law. So this you read all the forms, schedule, there are schedules of which chapter comes in, regulates what, and then act, and then rules. I don't think you can read all the rules, but basic rules where this permission grant and cancellation, these all things are there, majorly related to regulation. You try to go through. If whatever you can do, it's not like you have to, you cannot cover everything. Okay, in drugs and cosmetic act, if you want to go if you want to read, you have very less time now. Schedule, mug it up. Schedule A, B, C, D, mug it up. Okay, forms, try to read more, whatever you can learn. Then schedules, this act, and then you should read schedule M, schedule L1 and GCP. You read. NDCT is very important, and medical device. Medical device also you read. What are category A, B, C, D? Okay, what are the example of category A, B, C, D? They are based on the risk and all. There is some category classification is there. So basic idea you keep, right? Then computer, basic knowledge of computer application. Obviously now pharmacy, all the people are coming having basic knowledge of computer application. You need not to read again about some computer application. These are like very basic question will come from computer applications, like what is bits, bytes conversion. These kind of questions will come. I think if you you will read, you are maybe in first year. I have not done first year because I am D pharmacy. Maybe in first year book somewhere, or somewhere in I was having my O-level books, but if you are having initial very basic computer application book, you just turn some pages, or some general knowledge book which covers this computer part also, that you read. That is sufficient. They are not going to ask us where it is one day or half day preparation. About computer you just read very briefly. English language proficiency, nowadays mostly people are having this proficiency, so no problem. English language proficiency means mostly one comprehension paragraph will come. They will ask one paragraph, they will get down. There will be questions. There will be some grammatical questions. They will be writing wrong way. Then you have to make it correct way, or it will be either true or false. It is correct written correctly or not. Like that kind of questions will be there. Okay. First is ecology. Second is this. And I will tell you, you cannot read everything and you cannot be expert in every subject also. That is also thumb rule. If your forte is physics, if your forte is ecology, your forte is chemistry, try to finish that first. You should be loyal with you also first, na? Because if your forte subject you will touch, you know you like physics most, but you are very weak in ecology and you are touching first ecology. It means you are not you are just wasting time. You are not getting that zeal also. So it will give you demotivation. So first you finish that. Maybe if your favorite subject means, maybe 1 or 2 days you are going to finish that. Oh wow, one subject over net. Now I will go to next favorite. So like that you go. So it will give you means more zeal to read further. Otherwise our zeal will stop. And during preparation, zeal is the most beneficial thing. No one is going to tell you. 50% of the people will feel pity about you. Why you are preparing for government? So ignore them. You just go with your own motivation, go with your own rules, make rules and go with your own rules. Okay. All the best to all of you. I hope you all can rock. So thank you so much. So if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yes.
Hope my session was not very big.
No, it is very motivational.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, please type it in the chat box. I'll read it out. First and foremost question every student will ask is like, do we need industrial experience?
This
18
experience
months of industrial
right now,
experience.
okay, I don't have right now this what they asked. You tell me during notification whether they ask experience during notification. No.
No, actually they
So
didn't ask.
as per today, as per Supreme Court order, it was there. If experience, so experience is needed, means then they cannot inspect. What I know, as per Supreme Court order, most of the places they are winning in every state. There are certain cases are going on in respect to experience, and then R&D, FR&D experiences, they are eligible or not. Everywhere they are taking FR&D also, R&D people also. Okay. And only thing they are telling, if the person don't have experience, they can only not audit Schedule C and C1 drugs manufacturing company. That's the only restriction till now. What judgment came out from that. Okay, but still we have to be very cautious while filling the application. We should see what is written there, because always if it is written essential and desirable, desirable we are ignoring. Essential qualification, if they have written something, they are mostly going with that, because they are the authority. They decide what kind of people they need for some recruitment. If this time they have not written, surely it's not required. But if you can yeah.
During 2015, it was like mandatory of thing.
Yeah. But people filed case that
but now like they didn't made it mandatory. If you have industrial experience, you can keep it. If you don't have no issues, you can apply. No issue.
Also, okay, you can apply, and only you will not be auditing the company where C and C1 drugs are manufactured. Only this is the restriction, because there is one clause in our rules also. That's why it is restricted. Otherwise, they can go ahead with the job of drugs inspector. Drugs inspector job is not very small. It's very big, vast role is there. So only not inspecting C and C1 is not going to lose them anything. There are so many things nowadays. Critical medical device like CT scan, MRI also we are inspecting. From October 2023, this all medical device will be under the umbrella of regulation. So the role is getting vast.
And one student is asking how much salary we can expect starting.
See, it's state wise it is different. But I think CDSCO initial salary is near to 55,000, like that.
Yeah. And one student
55,000.
is asking,
Then
I
increment,
didn't
and so many
apply.
HRA and so many things are there. This is basic I am telling. So then
Yes.
there are so many things are there. Yes, one student is asking.
Physically handicapped students can become a drug inspector. Like actually, first it is like 26 vacancies. After that, they made it to 25. So one student is asking, physically handicapped student can become. Is there any eligibility is there for them?
This I don't say them physically handicapped. I always say, as Government of India is also telling them, especially abled. Okay. So these especially abled always notification will tell that whether they are required or not, because there is government norms also that especially abled should be given the job. Okay. But when we see drugs inspector job, then department has to calculate as per the nature of the job. I have seen some state are giving recruiting especially abled people also, but in CDSU in last time my recruitment time, they have means we are gone through very much like strict medical examination, but I am sure Government of India made that. Surely some of the state or one day especially abled will also come, maybe they will start doing, but I don't know whether under the umbrella of drugs inspector, because it's a field work. And what can, if they will take also, then they will mention as per my knowledge, they will mention the kind of this special ability also, they will see.
Is there any like we don't have general studies syllabus, right, Sunita? General studies you didn't get, I think.
The general studies mein simple general knowledge will come. Actually, the in our
This
exam,
history,
the
polity, economy, such kind of questions you didn't get, right?
no. All will be technical. All will be technical. The general study, if general science we say, general science will cover English, GK, and this computer. So 75 to 80% portion of the exam will be only and only technical. Always remember, you are technical officer. They will only ask about technical mostly. Then this basic knowledge of English, computer, nowadays it is required. That's why they are asking. And little bit about GK, why they are asking, just want to know how you are present in the atmosphere. So that's why only 25 to 20 to 25% will be complete package of English, computer as well as general knowledge. Otherwise 75 to 80% will be only and only technical.
And in state drug inspector, we don't have chemistry part. But in central drug inspector, they will mention that I have seen your syllabus copy also 2000, I have said, right? Medicinal chemistry in relation to pharmacology. So what extent of questions they'll be giving, like a medicinal chemistry part, how much extent, like SAR, or what is the thing they'll be giving?
No, not SAR. See, I am very bad in chemistry part. That's why I am telling, whoever is good in chemistry part, they can go with chemistry. If you have 14, 2, 3 subjects, suppose you are very good in ecology, very good in sweets, very good in this. So chemistry 4 year you read, na? 4 year in B.Pharm. In B.Pharm you have to score, you have to clear the exam. You might have read. Right now, if you have a very less time, you don't, you just simply see the things. You don't go that much SAR kind of things, because you can leave also the part. And madam, we need to tell them about negative marking, because negative marking, most of the people will do very good, but because of negative marking, they cannot, they will not clear. Negative marking is very important.
What is the age limit? Can you explain about it?
For CDSCO, for CDSCO
Yes.
30. I think Delhi also they are giving 30 years only.
30 only.
But states, other states.
Actually, these all things, the criteria, age, and everything that has given in the our schedule, everything. But student wants again to listen from you.
So age for center is 30, and for reserved category there will be some clause like for SC, I think some SC or ST category it will be like lifetime, and some of the category it is like 5 year OBC, and so it will be like plus 5 years, 30 plus 5 year. And there is also, if you want to take as a as means you want to apply as a category or you want to opt as a general, also clause is there. If you don't want to take age relaxation, these are the clauses are there. You can see what is important for you. If I have already crossed, surely I will take that opportunity, right? So accordingly you fix. And for states, for different states, 40 years mostly I am seeing UP, Uttarakhand, and I don't think Telangana, I don't know, means I have not seen the notification, but I know northern part, it is 40 years. Minimum age is 40.
Excuse me, students, I'm skipping few questions asking Sunita. Why? Because those questions myself and Shankar sir also can answer. At the end, after Sunita's session, I'll be answering those questions. Okay? Why? Because we'll take some important guidance from her. What type of medical device topics is important for PI exam, madam?
Okay, medical device, whether they have included in syllabus, I am not aware. If in syllabus, medical device is not at all there. Not at all there means it is a state now. They are going to give a state exam, right? For
Yes.
Delhi, right? So category A and B, I think we were reading this sterile disposable syringe and all these topics we were reading there. So that they can read. And other things, this medical device rule 2017. They can briefly read about that. The way we are reading Drugs and Cosmetic Act, the same way they should read briefly about MDR 2017. What GSR, which GSR has notified MDR, which GSR has notified. There is one GSR 1337 which has notified that joint inspection from center and state will come. So there are some important GSRs are also there. You can include in your syllabus these all important GSR for NDCT, GSR for medical device rules, GSR for joint inspection, and yeah, these are mainly important GSRs which recently in 5 years it came, and then it came and then I started enforcing also. And cosmetic rule also, cosmetic rule GSR, this also very newly came.
And one more question. You are very sure about this general studies part, right?
There. One more thing is there, GSR related to blood is also came. So
Okay.
GSR 166E, this also 2020 it came. So these are new GSRs, which are like widely going. Maybe they may ask either in interview or maybe in this written exam.
Very much sure that general studies part like geography, history, polity, economy, you didn't got any questions. Yeah,
Just
yes.
wastage of time if you are going to read this.
Yes, yes.
Wastage-
You also discussed, and
Yeah.
at the time, I'm not sure we didn't focused on analysis, but after your exam, you told me that you got some ample questions from analysis.
Yes. Because analysis is all about like QC role, right? So it's important if the person is having, they are already always seeing the scope. If analysis we are knowing, then we can audit properly the laboratory. So analysis, these all spectroscopies, the basic fundamental. This, if it is that is clear, need not to read also. During our study time also, we are reading so many things. If someone has read the things very fundamentally, just revise. If someone has not cleared that time, you just read fundamentally those things.
Yes. And as you're working in medical devices, one student Veena is asking, can you please elaborate? Just you elaborate 1 to 2 minutes, that will be sufficient. Can you please elaborate on medical device vigilance scope in India and abroad, either in government and private jobs?
Okay, vigilance means what she want to know, maybe material vigilance? No, right? What
she wanted to ask on. I don't think this is a relevant question here. But as you're working in medical devices sector, they might be asking this question. Can you elaborate on the medical device vigilance scope in India?
Okay. So vigilance means if when we come into the part of vigilance is something ADR reporting. Okay. So vigilance terminology, always we should be very much clear about the words. Vigilance always. So medical device vigilance ADR reporting comes under material vigilance. Material vigilance will comes under IPC. Okay, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. Even though Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission also comes under CDSCO, but it is a separate body. Okay, they do material vigilance where medical device ADRs are coming. Then another thing is enforcement of medical devices. Okay, so medical device rules. So enforcement comes under MDR 2017. Then as per enforcement these rules, there are 4 category of medical devices. Category A, B, C, D. High risk medical devices are C and D, and class A and class B are low risk medical devices where surgical gloves, disposable syringes, these all things are coming. If you will read, you will get the proper answers also, because A and B are exclusively regulated by state drugs inspectors. Okay, class A and B. And here the role of notified body is also there. There is notified body. They will be inspecting the facility. Their report will be shared to the state drugs inspector. So this way they are working differently, and this medical device class C and D exclusively for central drugs inspectors. They will be going, they will not give to the notified laboratory. They will be directly going to the facility. They will be inspecting. And we are having actually last few years our department has recruited some biomedical engineers for medical devices review also. They are also medical separate, means they are like core into the field. So if someone has done already some biomedical engineering, maybe the person who is interested might have done something like in that core area. There are these kind of vacancies are also there in medical device. Obviously, if they want to go in private sector, medical device, I will say as on today, medical devices is like a very evolving area. If they want to start the industry, very good area right now from October 2023. Whatever thing you are taking this pen out and you are telling this is medical device, if you are telling it is medical device, it is under the umbrella of regulation. So that's why till now how India was taking business of medical device, most of the medical device getting imported, and they were like bits parts mein they will bring and they will put it together and they will sell it. Like that business was going on. Right now from October 2023, as the regulation is 100%, so now most of the manufacturers are coming with Make in India, this umbrella by the central government. They are giving good budgets also. And in Vizag, there is one AMTZ came for medical device exclusively. So this area is very vast. If someone want to go into medical device field, it's a very good area actually. Nowadays, even I have seen so many BTech people are doing polymer engineering and all these things, because biocompatibility, everything they will be knowing very better way. So it's area. If someone want to switch now also to the medical device industry, it's good. They can go ahead.
And this is like instead of CBT exam, online exam, they are keeping pen and paper based test. Do you have like one student is asking
Pen
why
and
instead
paper?
of like this?
Like pen and paper is there.
Yes.
Yes, I read something. Pen
Now
and paper. It's not objective.
it's an objective only, but like it's on OMR, not on not CBT. It's not online.
Okay, it's a surprising for me, because with technology we are coming back to the.
Do
We
you
gave
have
online.
any knowledge why they kept this pen and paper test instead of this online?
No, I don't have, really I don't have any knowledge about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Why they came,
One
but no
student asked,
problem.
I didn't. You don't have
I
any
have
idea.
expected this also. Now why they are coming in pen and paper? Maybe they are observing some frauds are happening. I don't know. Maybe.
Yes.
Uh,
And
we
now
don't-
I wanted to share your experience. Why? Because moreover, like just before that, I will tell. I have noted some points from your talk. I will deliver. I'll tell that. And some students are asking. Anyway, students will ask how you have prepared, how you have made the notes, and like what is your strategy of preparing and everything. Before that, I'll speak for 2 minutes, and you can answer that question. Sunita said that like she asked to keep away the demotivating those who are demotivating you, like just be away from them, right? And next one, eat good food. That is in every class, at the end of my class every day I'll be telling that, so eat good food. And the one most important point I like that, reward yourself, that is very much needed. And motivation is very much needed. That's why like we are keeping every week motivational classes, and sir implemented 365 days elevate yourself also. Right. And coming to her preparation, actually, in case of this TSPSC or any state drug inspector, people will not ask me, can I read, madam? Is there any possibility? And Naku vastada, can I read? In all the questions, in coming to state drug inspector or state pharmacist, nobody will ask me. But coming to central, most of the students, especially girls, will ask me. Is there any possibility, can I I'm very much normal student, can I crack the exam, or can I go into the preparation like that? So the only simple example, I'll give your simple example, right? So she will share her experience, but before that I have to as a live I have to share her experience also. She is a one who has to come regularly all the 4 months. At that time, our coaching is like 4 months. We have, I just asked Shankar sir, what is the course now we have to start? I said we will start drug inspector. Uma sir said that we don't have any drug inspector notifications and everything. Now what is the use of starting drug inspector classes? But like as soon as we have started this 147 central drug inspector vacancies have been released. And at that time, I think our batch strength is only 20. So in that 20, I used to remember hardly now. Also, I used to remember 3 to 4 students. Like one is Sunita, and another one is like Hima Naik, and Raghavendra, one student used to be there. Like why? Because the consistency. Regularly, she used to come to the class along with a small baby. At that time, he is like 3 months old. She used to carry. At that time, we don't have any online classes. We have only offline classes. She used to come, and she used to make her the baby sit on. She used to sleep her on the front office and go to the class and everything, right? So she used to tell me, if I am the one who is reading, who is studying after 7 years of gap, anyone can do it. You have to, every time she used to tell the same word, right? So that is a thing I will tell to every student. So you can read, and I want from you now. So they are asking, what is your strategy of preparation, and how you have to use to make notes and everything.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, you are very, very right, madam. Actually, that time I was also not knowing that I can clear that exam. Same way that these students are coming to you and they are telling we are simply normal. I also felt that I am normal student. Like, okay, but that zeal was too much in me. In me, only one thing that separates from other was zeal. My husband saw me 7 years after marriage, after 2 kids. He's continuously saying, he was telling, I am doing good job, I am earning. Why you want? Only one zeal. Because of zeal, he told, okay, you want to do now, you do it. I think first time he only had a talk with you, madam. So then next day I went there. Same way what madam told, I used to carry my 3-month-old son in my hand, and I used to come. I have to travel. I think I am staying in Vidyanagar area, and this is there near Khairtabad. So Somajigoda. So I used to travel by auto daily, and that time that was summer in Hyderabad. Means it's we have always will be worried to take our child out in that summer time. That time I was too much worried he should not get heat stroke and all, but I will bring. I asked madam, you please give me some space so that I can. She allowed also. That's the best part. She allowed also. I brought blanket. I kept there only. He used to sleep when he will wake up while making notes. Sometimes he will drag my pen from my hand also. So these means now I am thinking it feels like it was like some kind of dream I thought, and I tried to catch it. So that much situation, like 3-month-old son in my hand, and 4-year-old my daughter, she used to go morning school. That time only I am coming, and with no in-laws with me, no parents with me, alone we three, we 4 people has to run our show. In that time I am telling my husband, I want to prepare for that exam. So only after 7 year of break, the only thing I found when I joined this EsPharma, then I found one thing. Madam always used to tell, make schedule. That's why I also told you, make schedule. However busy, see, you can assume the mother of 2 kids, how busy she will be. 4-year-old girl, she also need my attention. She want everything, bath, everything. She need food, she need dress up her, everything. With my daily schedule with both the kids, I managed to attend coaching. My day schedule was only to attend EsPharma. I will come back, I cannot touch my books. But my husband supported me in that way. 10 o'clock. See, if you are going to chase some goal, your family, there should be someone to support you also. My husband, he used to tell me, whatever, how much tired he is, he will come, he will tell 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, both the kids are sleeping, not sleeping, whatever is there. You just go. You won't believe, 6 months I have not slept in bed. I used to keep my one bedding down on the floor. I used to sleep down. Why? If kid will get very much attached to me, they will tell, I want to hug mama, I want to sleep with her. Like that they will tell. So my husband also, after 10 o'clock, he used to take kids from me. He used to say, daytime with son you sleep. When you are coming back, you sleep with him. And then night 10 to 2, it was my time to read. We have to read. We can't skip that part. No one is like that much blessed. After 7 years of gap, you are simply sitting and telling that I have not read and I cleared exam. It's myth. It's myth. We should we have to come out from that. We have to read. We have to make schedule. We have to divide our subject. How we have to go ahead. And obviously, I will tell even Hima. Hima was also like the same. She became my good friend, and she also cleared same exam. All the my written exam clearance, my interview clearance, every announcement she only did for me. I have not even followed up for my result also. But she was also same way dedicated. So you may get some company also. So it's not the homely environment will give you motivation. She was also like very much dedicated, and she was also always gives us some motivation, because the another person is having same competitive skill, same kind of vibe. Then we both will get motivated each others, right? So like that, if you are coming to this kind of organization where you have company, because sitting alone, how you will fix target? So see, if you with friends you are fixing targets, and next day you are discussing with them that okay, I achieved. Maybe your teacher, maybe your colleague, maybe your fellow person who is also studying. So you fix these kind of schedules. And normal means everyone is normal. I am telling you, everyone is normal, and that normal is brilliant. Is that normal is brilliant. The people who are standing there, I am sitting here now. Selection. When I am listening their story now, everyone is, I can tell you, because I am listening 2010 batch story also. Everyone is that much simple, that much normal. Means everyone has that story. So you will be one person who will become a story. You prepare that way, you can inspire other thousands. So same way you have to also read. You don't simply fill exam form and then simply sit. You have to read properly. And I know madam is very good in taking follow up of what you studied. She used to take from us also. You have to read, you have to read. She used to tell us you have to read 4 hours. I used to think how I will read 4 hours after going from here. But because she used to tell us, she used to take so many exams for us also. Saturday, Sunday also. I brought my daughter also to the academy to give exams. She used to give so many exams for also for us. So see, you got very right time, good guidance, and see, it long working is a madam is having so much of experience in hand to create drugs inspector. So you are in with the right hands. Just motivate your zeal. Just fix your skill set, fix your targets, and try to achieve that. Okay. All the best.
You used to prepare notes at the time.
Notes, I
Okay.
used to prepare notes for revision at the last moment. What I am
Okay.
reading, like, suppose I read 10 pages. From that 10 pages, maybe 2 pages I will make notes. Whatever I found important, running notes I will make in points. So that if I can remember this point, some point will be whenever you are reading, some point will be just for knowledge. When you are reading newspaper also, some point will be for knowledge. Some point you need to remember, like someone's name or something like that. Also, when we are reading anything, some point will be there for knowledge. We are reading, okay, point we are understanding, but some point will be like you have to revise it. Those point you make running notes. What you can revise before exam, not before, like standing outside the examination center, don't revise. Okay, I am telling revise means 1-2 days before. If your center is somewhere out, I don't know where is your center. For me, I filled. I was my center was near to Hyderabad. Only center was Chennai, but I was not knowing anyone, so my center was there in Delhi. I started from my home, I think 4 days before to Delhi. So like that those 4 days I read all those notes. So with this making, what happens, sometimes we are reading books, but we remember a better way when we are writing. So if you make some running notes, that will give you good revision. So that is also one part, but everyone has their own strategy.
Yes.
They know their till now they might be knowing their what is the how they can remember the things.
Sir wants to speak about you.
Really so thankful to you, Sunita, for your valuable words. Appreciate to all the friends. And we need your support for the upcoming students who want to
Yeah,
study
it's always
GA and
there,
all.
sir, always there.
We will not disturb your busy schedule, but whenever you have some time, at least for half an hour like that, please do give your
Yes.
time to all the students.
You are doing
Because
very
you will
good
be
job,
like a
sir. I always feel like it's uh, it's like I'm doing something for society. To if I can motivate for out of 100 or out of 1,000, 1 person also I can motivate, and then it is like sometimes it happens we're simply sitting and one thought only will click our mind. So if someone one point mind is also getting affected from my something, my experience or something, I will feel like blessed. And
thank you
you
very
are the
much.
source for me to get them.
Thank you very much. See, many people
Really,
are
thank
posting
you.
in the chat box. You are so inspiring. So, I mean, they're getting a lot of inspiration from you, especially from your profile. Having gap of 7 years academics, carrying child, preparing for the exam. So, really, it's a great honor and privilege to get your, I mean, like mentor like you for all the students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sunita. Thank you for the valuable session.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Remaining questions, I can clear you.
All the aspirants who are going to give the exam, very all the best. Okay, madam. Shall I leave?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Jyoti, you can share the batch details and we'll close in another 10-15 minutes. Just hold on for 10-15 minutes. We'll share the batch details and we'll close the webinar. See, whoever tells the same thing, Kishan sir aina, Smita Joshi madam aina, and Jyoti madam aina, Uma Shankar aina, ఎవరైనా చెప్పేది ఏంటి అంటే believe in yourself. That's it. So after seeing the profiles of these people, still you have some concern in your mind that I may not get this kind of jobs and all, then nobody can help you out. Unless and until you see it in your mind, you can't hold it in your hand. Done? So let's listen to the batch details. So we'll close in another 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start a new batch for Central Drug Inspector. So actually, few students were telling that they didn't apply for this central drug inspector and when we have to apply and everything. Actually, the students, those who have applied, they have applied in the year 2022 October, and that is only for 25 vacancies. And now what we are going to start is for a new batch. The vacancies have not released, but there is very much probabilities, chances of releasing the vacancies, as we have already on Sunday's webinar we have already sir also mentioned about these vacancies, so that we wanted to start a new batch for central drug inspector, right? So now in this PowerPoint I wanted to discuss, I will show you the syllabus variation of 2015 and 2022, what they have given, and what are the key subjects to focus, and who are the faculties will be dealing with, and I'll give you the batch details, and regarding exams what we are going to provide, and if any extra topics after notification the syllabus have, what are the things we are going to do, and what is our means of communication for updates and everything, right? So if you see, this is like a 2015 notification. So 2015 notification means like Sunita, Hima Naik, they have attempted this exam. It was released on 28 February 2015. At that time, it was like 147 vacancies. So if you see the syllabus, so those who are attempting exam now, they might be knowing this, right? So at the time also we are having this same syllabus. Starting this like chemistry part along with pharmacology, manufacturing of pharmaceutical dosage forms, analysis, and coming to this blood products and vaccines here as GMP, GCP, and knowledge on investigational skills, Drugs and Cosmetics Act, and basic biopharmaceutics and pharmacokinetics, and computer applications and language proficiency. This is the syllabus or notification during 2015, 147 vacancies. And now coming to 2022 vacancy, October, it was released 26 vacancies, and later they have changed to only 25 vacancies. So this test is, as somebody asked, it is like offline pen and paper test. This is not CBT. We don't know exact reason of why they are conducting this pen and paper test. As Sunita also said, she might be not knowing that reason, and this test is on August 19, 2023, and today only they have given the link for downloading the hall tickets. That is on Saturday forenoon session, and the exam is for 2 hours, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The test is for 2 hours, and all questions carry equal marks, and the medium of test will be in English, and each question will be having a negative marking of 1. Each question will be having. If you are not answering that specific question, you will not be having any negative marking, right? And the total exam is for 300 marks. At 2015, the total exam is only for 100 marks, but now it is like 300 marks. Okay, so now once you observe the syllabus, this is the same syllabus which have released in 2015, 2017, 2019, and now present the syllabus is the same, starting from this basic pharmaceutical chemistry and pharmacology and evaluation, and coming to this language proficiency, everything was the same, and we don't have, somebody is stressing that we'll be having this geography, polity part, everything, nothing will be having. So you will not be having any general studies part, right? Either it may be India or it may be any state, you will not be having general studies part, that is for sure, okay? Now, what are the important subjects, key subjects you have to focus? For state drug inspector, you will not be having this medicinal chemistry. You will not touch this medicinal chemistry part, but most of our pharmacy students will be having some like little fear about this chemistry part. So don't go much deeper into this chemistry part. So pharmacology, when you are reading pharmacology, along with pharmacology, you read little classification, mechanism of action, along with that essay or of each drug. That will be sufficient. That will be sufficient for medicinal chemistry. And coming to pharmaceutics, mostly you have to stress on evaluation part. And pharma analysis, anyways, like we will cover what is the topics we have to stress in pharma analysis, and microbiology and biochemistry, jurisprudence, and the remaining topics are like investigational part and GMP, GLP, and GCP. These are the important subjects you have to focus. And coming to batch details, always I'll say be ahead. Anyways, the notification will be released after. So few people will say that like we will start preparing after the notification, once the notification released and everything. But I request you people to start your preparation ahead, right? So that we are in this regard, we are starting our batch from tomorrow itself. The live classes, this session, this coaching will be online. Right. So every day evening will be there. So the timings will be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the weekly 5 days will be there. Mostly Sunday, for time being, Sundays there will not be any classes. And 1 year recorded classes will be given. For example, you might be missing any class, live class. In that case, you can watch these recorded classes. So coming to examination part, we will be giving topic wise examination. Apart from that, we will be giving 10 mock exams. And coming to materials, so I thought like for present batch, we are having 30 drug inspector, means present batch means those who are attempting the exam on August 19. I don't have much time of giving them material. Why? Because there are only 30-35 days time. So that what we are giving like handouts given by the faculty. But for this batch, means for the batch that is starting from tomorrow, I wanted to make separate materials based upon this syllabus. The syllabus means like we will prepare exclusive materials based upon this syllabus. Why? Because we are not expecting a very major changes in the syllabus. Why? Because coming from 2015 till now, they are maintaining the same syllabus. They are following the same syllabus. So we wanted to prepare a separate materials in this regard. But it will be submitted, hand over to the students in 1 or 1.5 months of joining. So, and one more extra thing what we wanted to give, we will give one drug inspector recorded classes access, means last Telangana drug inspector pharmacy part we are giving, it is like 275 classes, that all classes we are going to give for this batch. And if you may ask, if what if any extra topics after, for example, after notification, if any extra topics are there, what you are going to do? So if any extra topics are there, we were going to provide the extra topics also at that time, right? So the update, the means of communication is through WhatsApp and Telegram channel. And the fee structure for this is 15,000, 15K, right? So these are the things I wanted to share with you. So I'm handovering the session to Uma sir. If anything extra, the duration of the course is like 6 months. I'm planning, like sir told, to wind up in 4 to 5 months, but I asked 5 to 6 months. Yes, sir.
Yes, you can stop the PPT. So how much fees you want? Want to know the fees details? By PPT. So before telling the fees, just would like to say why EsPharma education. That is important, right? There are so many institutes are available, but still why we have to join for EsPharma education? Seeing is believing. Actually, this one I generally show it to the GPAT students. Once they see the achievers, then they believe in themselves and they will achieve it. So our process is very simple. Just we'll make prepare people, will practice, and we'll make them to perform. So if you ask me why EsPharma education, we have an expert faculty with us, and we give all the materials. Jyotishi, she is expert in maintaining all these materials and the classes, everything. So she has vast experience. So we'll be giving hard copy materials, and as today we have conducted webinar with Sunita Joshi. Next week we are planning another meet with one of the drugs inspector, and maybe as the day passes on, maybe these webinars will be for the exclusively for the students. It's not for all the people. Today we have done it because just to pull the crowd and to reach maximum students. So we have pulled maximum crowd, and we'll be providing the recorded classes for the first batch. Always they have privileges, right? So they will be having access till the exam. The batch may be completed in the 6 months, but you will be having recorded classes access till the exam, whenever the exam may be. Okay, but from the next second batch onwards, the recorded classes access will be given for 1 year only. Done. So we have proven results, failures to rankers, and of course, out of all other institutes, Jyotishi is not there, Umashankar is not there. So why we are so proud about our profiles is that the last 1 year ka sessions what we have given, the trust what student has kept on us, the trust basically I say. Enta trust ante, even people like Deputy Drug Controller Ramkishan sir has believed in our capability. He has believed in us and he has seen us and he has promised his time for us. He clearly told that I will be part of these sessions and I will be preparing the materials and all. And we are happy that other drugs inspectors also involving in this. So they are happy to share that. You have listened to Smita, right? What she said. Whenever I get some time, definitely I'm happy to help out all the people. So we have this much of network in terms of this drug control officers level, and we have good academic background from the Jyotishri, and we have good faculty. And if doesn't go anything well, you can ask me straight. Just I'm one message away from you. I'm very good at academics. I'm in admin. I'm very good at bringing people on the table. So these are all actually my passionated related area. If you ask me a person to bring and talk to you, then definitely I'll pull that person and I'll make that person to talk to. So that is my capability of in admin. And whenever you feel like this class is not good for you, maybe you need some repetition, you need some extra classes, you need some extra materials. As an admin, I take complete responsibility and I'll make sure that Dr. Jyotishri will work on that, another team will work on that, and I'll be the part where I'll take up the quality control. So if you want to know more details about this, you can go to Google, you can go to our YouTube channel, you can listen to our past previous classes from last 1 year, what we have uploaded, all those things. So as Jyotishri has mentioned, the fees is 16, how much? 15,000 she has kept. But people who are joining today and tomorrow, in the next 2 days, without judging us, action takers, we are giving it for 12,500. So this is the final fees. Those people who has joined maybe today, tomorrow, and max of Monday. The reason why we want to give this fees concession is that people who are really action takers, then definitely they will get the result. As I said, first batch will always have privileges. You can call us at any point of time, and definitely, as I said, access will be there for till the exam. So don't wait till the notification comes. Definitely, if the notification comes, we'll be having bunch of students, more than 400 students. What happened for the Telangana Drug Inspector? The same thing will happen for the Central Drug Inspector. When we launched our first batch in April 2nd, where there is no notification, just news is spreading over the Telangana government that drug inspector notification will come. So we got almost 140 students for the first batch. So those people, we have given enough leverage to them, enough privileges to them, and they're very happy with the coaching. For the second batch onwards, of course, we have given access till the exam, but now for the government pharmacist as well as central drug inspector, for the first batch students, we are giving access till the main exam. That exam may be next year or maybe next year, whenever it may be. This is one-time investment for you, 12,500. Definitely this time you want to be very serious on the fees part also. So 12,500 will be only for today, tomorrow, and max of Monday. From Tuesday onwards, that is from August 1st onwards, the fees will be fixed 14,000, 15,000 at any cost. Definitely, if you can wait, you can wait for the second batch. The price may go down. So for that, you need to wait for the second batch. So with this, thank you very much for attending this session. Give a thought for tonight. So what Sunita Joshi has told, what you want to plan your future, how you can create your future. I told you, right? If the message rightly goes to your brain, definitely you might be drugs inspector by next. Many people has appreciated Sunita Joshi, you are an inspiration to me. But trust me, if you decide today, you will become inspiration to somebody. I have seen Alekia is posting that you are so inspiration to me. And next year, the same Alekia can be the inspiration for other people. Done? So take decision as early as possible. Don't wait till the notification comes. We are starting batch from today itself. Tomorrow, Jyoti will take the class. She will be briefing about the complete syllabus part and everything. And no more demo classes will be there. Max of tomorrow, we can give one more demo class. So take your decision as early as possible. So if you have any questions, you can reach us on these contact numbers. So this number will be with Jyoti madam, and this number will be with me. You can ping me in the WhatsApp. Definitely, I will be responding within 1 hour, max of 1 hour. That's it. So you can take a screenshot of this. Today, I'll be sending this PPT to all the mails, but take decision as well. And the medium of instruction of these classes will be purely English only. There will not be Telugu class or Hindi class, purely English. Then, if you have any questions, you can ask. We'll close in another 5 minutes.
Yes, students have few queries, sir. I'll clear that. Students are asking, family students are eligible for this. Yes, family students are very much eligible for writing Central Drug Inspector exam, State Drug Inspector exam, Government Pharmacist exam, and all exams, right? And next question is, do this notification release every year? Previously, like in the year 2015, we have one notification. 2017, we have one notification. But after that, due to this COVID and all, like there is no regular notifications. But central notifications are like a little regular when compared to state notifications. And what about this 18 months of industrial experience? 18 months of industrial experience, it was mandatory during 18, 15, 18 like that. So means 2015, 2018 like that. But now it is not mandatory, and students they are requested for removing this 18 months of industrial experience and to increase the age limit and everything. So we have to wait for it, and maximum they will not keep this 18 months of industrial experience as mandatory kind of thing, right? Yes, B Pharmacy passed out student can apply for this exam. GPAT is not required. Age limit is 30 plus for general like the OC students, it is like 30. Age relaxation is based upon these reservations. For OBC, it is like +3. For like SC and ST, it is like +5. PCI registration is not required. It is not required. Means for writing examination, it is not.
Yeah, generally PCA is required for pharmacist jobs, not for drug inspector. See, Venkana, morning sessions not possible as of now. If the batch comes up, definitely we will be planning it. But try to attend evening sessions. If you miss that evening live class, anyway, you will be having this recorded session. So definitely you can listen to the recorded classes. And as I said, the access will be there till the exam. So take your decision as early as possible. Prepare well. Only thing is that we need to make up our minds. That's it. It is not like notification has come and I have given attempt. But we seriously prepare. Definitely I want to get into government sector. Maybe late అవ్వచ్చు కొన్నిసార్లు బట్ రావడం అయితే పక్కా. Hope you got the message, right? So because of this simple foolish reason, many people miss the TSPSC exam. Just waiting for that notification. And as Sunita has told one point, sitting in front of UPSC panel itself is a great achievement. Many people doesn't have that option, that privilege. They missed because of maybe age, because they don't have their confidence on themselves. So sitting in the UPSC interview panel itself is a great thing. And for the students who has joined for this batch, Drug Inspector August 19th, we'll plan one exclusive session, maybe with Sunita Joshi regarding the interview preparation also. So maybe if Sunita Joshi is not available, we'll plan another faculty exclusively for the interview preparation. I hope your preparation is going good. We hardly have another 20 days time. Prepare well for the exam. As I'm saying, competition will be less. I'm expecting at least 5 drugs inspectors for this UPSC. 25 లో at least 5 మాత్రం EsPharma కి రావాలి. I'm wishing and hoping and praying for it. And related to this TSPC drug inspector, the update as of now is that they are still in the review of answer key. Then they will release the final answer key. Then they will release the merit list. And for government pharmacists, a lot of news is happening regarding the associations. They are planning to meet health minister, Mr. Harish Rao. So if everything goes well, cases అయితే మాత్రం clear అయిపోయాయి. All court cases were cleared for the 2017 notification. So if everything goes well, we can expect the pharmacist notification also very soon.
Yes, Chetan, we can write, if you are having age limit, you can write any of the examination, either it may be state or central. If you are a B Pharmacy graduate, you can write any of the examinations.
But
Akshay
last
is
1
like-
year నుంచి 1.5 year నుంచి జరుగుతున్న న్యూస్ ఏంటంటే CDSCO has a lot of vacancies, almost 1000 plus. This is one of the information given by one of our faculty who is to work as a drug inspector in Delhi. Now he has moved to Naipur as an assistant professor. He left his drug inspector job and joined in Naipur. Why? Because he has passion of teaching to students. So he told me from so long that we have almost 1000 plus vacancies in CDSCO. Only thing is that they need to give the intent to these people, health and family welfare. Once they give approval, then they will release the notification. So whatever it may be, max of 1.5 year, you take it as a target, prepare for it, you will get the job. Any questions? Demo lectures, you can listen to all the EsPharma.in website is there. So all the previous classes we have kept, the same faculty will be there. And another new faculty also we are hiring. But whoever the faculty is, we'll initially take the feedback from you people. If you are happy with the faculty, then only we'll engage them in the classes. Or else we will move with other faculty. Fee is for one time only as of now. But I'm happy, at least if I get 10-15 people also for the first batch, I want to focus completely on those people. Why? Because they are action takers. We'll be starting batch from tomorrow itself. There will not be any delays. And I have seen this result in our Telangana drugs inspector also. People who joined for the first batch, they were more serious than the people who joined for the crash course. So I am also waiting for the result. Fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best. Okay, Anusha has already given 2 installments. Then I don't have any talk. Any questions, please? So thank you very much for attending the session. As a gratitude, if you want to give any gratitude for us, please do share this information to your friends, and please do give your reviews or rating in the Google. You can search EsPharma Education. Just drop your rating there. And last week webinar, if you missed that, it is still in there in the